So started at 3.
Mm-hmm.
We're on.
I see.
I'll just leave mine there.
Hello, people.
Hello, people. There are no people here yet.
Hey, I can't. It won't let me.
Hmm.
Won't let me, I can't seem to do this. Like, or I think it doesn't show up on the screen. Did it show up on?
I'm not writing it
Nope.
anywhere.
Okay.
Why?
I don't know. It usually would show up and say that it had taken effect, but it's not doing that anymore.
Why not?
I don't know.
You know, I have to put this on here.
Yeah, it's. I think it's working.
Famous last words.
Yeah. Worked in rehearsal.
Worked in rehearsal. That's famous last words.
Yes, exactly.
Nope, 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 not that one.
First in and first like.
How did I find it last time?
You trying to find?
My own.
Yeah, that's not obvious.
So we can have it up on the TV in front of us.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Do you like the thumbnail?
Yes, one of these things is not
Not
like
like
the
the other.
others. Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're in. Why am I still in the center and you're on the side? I was trying to get. Oh, because it was covering up CDF, right?
Yeah, I know. My fault.
So now I'm just looking through Amazon, looking at pens. Hi, Bob. How are you?
Hello, Bob. Good afternoon. Yes, good afternoon.
Sorry, I got bowled over with something I was reading right before. God, I'm really tired, like long COVID tired.
Hi, Carrie Ann.
Hi, Carrie Ann.
Hi, Cobilf.
Christy Noon wants to start her own reality show where contestants compete for citizenship.
Yeah. Hunger Games. That's all we need.
God just told me about it.
God's good for that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
God knows I've been on God forever. He's been on my Twitter forever. So I was resigning myself to looking for gel pens on Amazon.
As you do.
As I do.
As one as one
Mm-hmm.
does. Okay, I need to bring up YouTube here.
I didn't participate in the Great Clothing Swap, except one thing. I did get a leather cape. Real leather cape.
Oh,
It's cool.
no, it fits, right?
And yes.
Yeah.
And considering one of the places I worked at last week smelled of dead rat. I'm not going to wear anything that dead rat can get into. And yeah, I'll work it again. I know I will, so I can't help it.
What were we going to ask Clark about?
Oh,
Clark, we were thinking of you earlier today because, and now I can't remember why.
we were going to ask you something about California.
Things that are like available in the state or down there, or half brain, other half brain, or half
Well,
brain and no
they don't
brain.
talk. No, half brain, half brain. They don't talk to each other.
Yeah.
Hi, Clark. Uh, let's see. My Amazon window is too big. Well, I am what awaits at the end of all ambition, and I am the shadow of every tyrant's, and I am the reckoning no fortress can hope to withstand. Superman? Uh, hi, Cobelf. Cobelf unjustly charged with violating sanctions after appearing on Who Wants to Be a DP. Hard case citizen.
Yeah. It's kind of relevant now.
Hi, good
Central
vibe.
Cal. I get
Um,
vibes.
yeah, what was it?
It was like
It was something very
who do
Californian
we know that lives
that would know this.
yeah,
And it was like, you know everything California.
California native. Yeah.
Yeah, that's in the Central Valley. So I can't
Mm-mm.
remember what the heck it was. It's been driving me crazy. I'm also bummed because I didn't get to go shopping because dropping into the clothes swap to drop off a couple of bags of clothes that I had gone through already. I picked up somebody's phone
And we drove it to Berkeley.
to go shopping with us.
Hmm.
And then when
What's this?
Papa Cat looked in the center console and he goes, "That's not my phone, that's your phone." My phone was in my hand at the moment and went, "Nope, that phone belongs back in Alameda." So we had to take it back to Alameda. So I didn't get to go shopping at all today. So I'm not amused. Actually, I was going to go see if the moisturizer was at Sephora, but I did get something else besides my leather cape. A friend of mine brought it to the clothing swap. It was the last time she was in Burning Man, she wore it, which you can tell.
Oh, it's still got
It still got Burning
it's still
Man
got
on it.
dust on it.
So it's like, I have to clean this. But she's as bad as I am, so it's like a watch she actually spent real money on. It's a real Sanrio watch. So
Yeah, that's neat.
that's why she had it forever. And she brought it to the clothing swap for me. So I have a new Hello Kitty watch. Now I just have to get a Hello Kitty clock that will fit
Neat. Yeah, I figure put it right up
right in
there,
front of
right up
me.
there, and it'll plug in right down there. It'll be big flashing LED sign, right, or
No,
something.
it'll be
Oh, it's
a
got to be.
analog clock.
Oh, okay.
The big flashing LED that says, well, yeah, see, then it wouldn't work because if it's an analog, I can glance up. That and the young ones don't know how to tell time anymore, so it'd be up there just to mess with the young ones.
So Good Vibes has put up some shorts on their channel. Yeah,
Yay! You know what I should do right now while I'm here is go and subscribe to you because, of course, what do
yeah,
I do?
yeah. Let's see.
Forget.
I'll do the same. Good Vibes. So you'll get a few subs. Uh,
Wrong one.
yeah. Okay. Papa Cat is now following Good Vibes. So all y'all do the same. And yeah, I see some shorts. Good job. Keep it up. We'll promote you. We'll link to you. We'll do all that kind of stuff.
I don't know what good vibes real thing is. Usually I always look by name and then just Scientology at the end of it.
Oh,
Oh, I found Carrie Ann.
right.
Mm.
Groovy 507 is the name of the
Oh, okay.
is the handle. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like sincerely, it feels like a long COVID day, and it felt like that yesterday. So I'm sort of not amused because I'm not getting anything done. Things are piling up. I'm glad I got the clothes I got to begin with that I could take. What was it?
Groovy 507, no space. Carrie Ann just put up a link.
I know, but I'm not on that computer.
Yeah.
Um, so it's very strange. So I'm very drained today, and it's really bizarre. That's why my leg was bothering me too, so that's why I didn't do the clothing swap because I knew bustling around people because there's a ton of clothes over there. It's so cool. Um, there we go. Would make me bumping into people just not as much fun, but I've got that really sincere I want to go to sleep thing going on. It's really weird. Um, I gotta stop doing that. Uh, how about the 8647 story?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And then yeah. 515047. Ooh.
Did you
I know.
guys see the short of him doing Don't Stop Believing
Is
in
is
AI?
that what the music was? Yeah.
Some dirty
Yeah,
song.
you didn't play the music for me, which is
Couldn't
actually
get
okay.
it to work.
Yeah,
Um,
it's gross.
it was on somebody posted it on Blue Sky, but it was on Twitter and it was official and
Yeah.
um I don't know anymore. But yeah, it's got him AIing band members singing "Don't
Yeah,
Stop Believing." I think it's
yeah, I
really
know. Can't Journey,
yeah. They
do
can
something about it?
they'll do something.
Yeah, that would be
It's probably gone by
something at
now. Actually,
least.
well, no, it's on Twitter, so
Yeah.
I'm never gonna call it X. I don't know how to call it X, so it'll be on Twitter.
Yeah, it's Twitter.
Yeah, Comey is the one who put 8647. They want to take him in. What are you doing?
I'm playing with this light.
Why?
Oh,
Why? What?
I don't know. I just thought it would be fun to play with it.
No, because it's the lighting here, bozo.
Ah,
Stop.
I'm in
I
your
know.
room. I want to play with things.
Crops, creeps are natural wonders. If they're in the valley, I know about it. I know, and I was trying to remember what the heck it was.
Yeah. I'm
Um,
not helping because I thought of it, or we both thought of it, or
you can go live on Prism.
yeah, you don't have to
Go to
have.
Prism, and they'll help you go live. That's who I went live with before my 1,000, and I've stayed there.
What's
So
no, it's not 1,000. It's like
1,000.
1,000
You have
is
to have 1,000
to
subscribers to go
to
live
go live on you
on YouTube
on with the YouTube app.
with the YouTube app.
Okay,
You
but
can go by you can go
yeah,
on Prism, which is what I'm still on, to post from to YouTube or from YouTube on Prism.
yeah.
So that's how I did my lives.
Or how do I get a wrench? You have to earn that.
You wish. Let's see. Oh, and I know that Carrie Ann's number four ran off to the Hello Kitty Cafe truck that
Yeah,
was in Washington Square. That
no.
when Papa Cat read it to me, I was like, "They're in San Leandro. There's a Washington Square in San Leandro," and he's like, "No, no, 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 no." He said Washington,
Oregon,
Oregon.
Oregon.
He was just like, and I was like, subscribe to Goku. Okay, subscribe to Goku vibes. Starting to wake up.
So Prism is 50, or it's a good vibes is saying. He's saying, or that they're saying 50.
I don't know. By the time I went to Prism, I could live stream. So 50. You don't have 50 yet?
Come on, people, let's get 50 subs for good vibes.
Yeah, I'm
We'll,
trying.
we'll get there.
Subscriptions.
If YouTube won't let me go live before your first 50 on Streamer at Prism or Restream. Okay, that's what Carrie Ann said. Top chat calls it A1.
Oh, you have seven
Yeah.
subscribers. So we need to get 43 more subscribers. Come on, people. You can do it.
See, I'm on Top Chat.
Oh, so am I.
Yeah, we're all on freaking Top Chat. Or here we are.
It even says Top Chat
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Prism.
yeah.
But then again, I'm just waking up. Click on anybody's dance in chat and you'll get an option to go to their channel if you're the channel owner or moderator for the chat. Um, name. Okay. If anybody's name is chat. Okay.
That was a good
What
typo
does
there,
it do
Carrie Ann.
anyway? 86 GOP is actually James Comey. Yes.
Or as Chumley would at some point say.
I saw one driving back to Alameda that was 66686. Technically, the
Ah,
evangelicals do think he's the Antichrist.
mm-hmm.
So that actually would work, weirdly enough.
Oh, okay. Okay, Clark, we get it. We figured you knew, how to where wrenches come from, obviously.
Okay, wait. Can I catch up here, people?
Yeah.
At least I'm waking up. Okay, I've been walking around like freaking the snuffleupagus all day today. Calls it A1. Okay. 50 subscribers. Okay. Top chat uses steak sauce. Yes. Uh, I used S86 if he was Lee Atwater.
Ooh.
Was funny right there. No, YouTube said 50. Thanks. Okay. To go live on YouTube is 50 subscribers. Prism and StreamYard would let you go sooner. Yeah, I think Prism. Try Prism. It's a little scary to going from one thing to YouTube, but that's how it does it. So, top chat is okay. That's the joke. I was moderator for a now deleted channel. I'm beyond moderating now with all due respect. Div666. No, seriously. I read this a long time ago, probably when he was in election, was that the heavy duty Bible thumpers want him here because he will bring the Armageddon. So
Ah,
he is the Antichrist.
yeah. How does that help the rest of us?
Doesn't. Well, it helps me because I don't believe in it.
Okay.
So nothing will happen to me.
Yep.
And that's the good question. If it is going to be Armageddon, do the people who don't believe in this don't go through Armageddon? Everybody else is when we're not looking? Is it going on now that we don't know about? Walnuts, pistachios, pecans. You're just gonna keep going to that Central Californian that you are, aren't you? Soon you'll be talking about Harris Ranch and orange marmalade. That's what you can get out there at those at those
Okay.
fruit and net pop-ups nowadays. Hi Fab Daddy. Thank you for giving me a like.
I love that, Daddy.
It's hard to break out of prism. Yes.
We're all just prisms here of our own device.
Yeah, he lost it. I
Mhm.
told child number 4 they were required to bring me back something adorable. Yes.
Ooh, yes. When that happens,
If they aren't stuck
tell us about
in
it.
line forever, when I knew that
Yeah.
the truck was going to be there, I showed up an hour before. It was before, it just wasn't that long because we got stuck in line for about an hour.
You and the godchild.
Yes, it was me and the godchild, wasn't it?
I can go with you.
Okay, sorry. Um, and we got where we get our paws on. So you might wind up with macaroons actually, because they had, are they called macaroons? Macarons? What the hell are they called? Those things. Um, I'm reading. Unbelievers get shellacked during Armageddon. Harris Ranch by Highway 5. Yeah, everybody talks
Hmm.
about it.
Yep.
It's the most disgusting place to eat because you have to go from your car to the restaurant. And that's where all the beef is, and it smells like you think. It smells cow patties.
Can we say the colloquial name for the place? Or would that be,
What is that?
I'll type it.
Um, because once you get in the restaurant, it's no.
Okay.
I've never heard of that
Yes, you
actually.
have.
I
You're
haven't.
really?
Oh,
You no.
it's disgusting. It's offensive.
It's funny, but
You can say it, I guess, because you are. But I could never say
okay.
that. Yeah, but once you walk into the restaurant, it's got the best like
Oh yeah.
filtering system on the planet. That's why the joke is to hold your breath when you're in the car, run to the restaurant, and then let your breath out. The Christian nationalists who believe in Armageddon are trying to bring about the second coming. Yes, they've been in Israel trying to breed a red calf. It's slightly horrifying. Thank you, dear. That's all I wanted to know.
Okay.
I'm the person that even if I see a dog at anything I'm watching or somebody mentions a dog
Oh
or
yeah. You
anything,
change it.
I change it
It's the end of the stream.
immediately. Yes. I guess you can call it now.
No, Adam.
Call it. You're Jewish.
Oh, what they call what's the actual proper name of the place where Harris Ranch
It's
is?
Harris Ranch.
Harris Ranch.
Yeah, it's Harris. It's called Harris Ranch. That's why it's called Harris Ranch.
Yeah. I've also heard it referred to as Auschwitz.
Never heard of
I'm not
that
going to say it
before in my life.
again, but yeah.
Oh my God.
Hmm.
That's offensive. And after trying to breed a red calf, why not? He can say it. He's Jewish. Well, he's supposedly Jewish.
So they tell me.
His father was a Brooklyn Jew, so
Yeah. Didn't know a darn thing about Judaism until
me.
you came along, right?
But wow, I've never. To be fair, it'd be pretty based if Jesus Christ did come again in glory to judge the living and the dead. But I want to see these Eastern Conference.
Oh, Bill, if you're on a roll,
Maybe that's where Popcat said that Balloon was supposed to be doing something um
an
covert
unplanned pit stop between like the UAE and
here.
here.
Maybe it is in Israel.
Like, I'm going to make a secret trip to Iran and, negotiate a deal or something. This is,
It's like, wow, I
but
actually think Iran might actually get him kicked out of office.
then I thought, oh, he's in Mar-a-Lago already. So, this is not old Tifa. This is brain fog.
I don't think it really matters right now.
Okay.
Trying to get my brain started because it's not here.
Hello,
Um,
antics.
Hi, Antics. Oh, wait, mateys. And no, I don't know what's up with Elvis. I asked him 5 minutes before we started because
Yeah,
I didn't even think about going to find out what's going
I know. I'm like,
anybody else what's going on with Elvis.
I can't even get the freaking channel to show up. So maybe that's a good thing. Anyway, but yeah, I think
Yeah, I'm not the ferociously nosy ones where forget. I thought he would know. I figured he'd be on top of it. He
I
wasn't.
I looked yesterday.
He worked last night at club, so
Yeah,
at Rat Club.
it's not called Red Club. You're one letter off.
It's Cat Club, and I'm calling it
Yeah,
Rat Club from now on.
I did not see any rodents there last
And
night.
he got to see everybody. He got to see a friend of ours who's the bartender. He got to see one of my big little brothers. He got to see everybody last night. It was
Mm-hmm.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Balloon is the hidden imam, and he is going to Tehran to announce the end of his occlusion. I can't get past the cognitive dissonance that awfulness is supposed to happen on the planet, but all the Christians will be whooshed away. True Christians would choose to stay. That's the thing. It's like, if it happens, I'm not going to be missing any. None of the Alameda Circle is going to get whooshed up in the coming. How am I going to know if it's going to happen when all my friends, what, we all start talking again or something? We all start hanging out with each other?
Yeah, the documentation is not clear on that particular case.
Four closest friends are still going to be on my Facebook again. That's why it's like, I don't know if I know. I know from YouTube because people would probably disappear on YouTube, but not in my immediate,
Yeah.
like, 100-mile vicinity. So that's why it's like, it's going to happen. I'm just not going to know. So let him have Alcatraz. That's the problem, is even he can't go there because it is falling apart literally because it's concrete built in the
It's
30s.
not
So
physically possible for it to be anything other than what it is now, which
even
is
the
a
natives,
museum.
even the natives don't want it.
Yeah.
Remember, we took it over what in
60,
69?
yeah.
Yeah, and took it for a while till they got kicked off, but it's like the descendants don't want it anymore. It's like no, because it is a falling apart Hulk.
Yeah.
So, and you
As,
can't even go in the hole anymore because that's
mhm.
rotting away. They used to put you in the hole. They get, yeah, I went with school at least once. They put you all in the whole class, close the doors, tell you they're not coming to get you. All the kids are screaming. Of course, they get in trouble for that today. But when I went to go look for Dusty, because Dusty wanted to go to Alcatraz, it
Yeah.
cost us $100, and I'm like,
Yeah, I know. Both decided like not worth it.
that's crazy. He
Hmm.
lives here. I mean, if it was my cousin from Portland or something, or someone from somewhere else,
Yeah.
but Dusty grew up here. And it was like it said, it doesn't do that lower level anymore. And it's like, why? Because it's falling apart,
And there's no
probably.
infrastructure. I don't even know where the electricity and the water and the sewer comes from.
Oh, it's one of the
Yeah.
buildings. It's one
Yeah.
of the outbuildings.
Yeah.
One of the outbuildings is completely fake.
Mm.
You've never been to Alcatraz, have you?
2 or 3 times, yeah.
Oh, and you don't know?
I just don't remember, part of
He
the.
wasn't paying attention. He wanted to be
I was looking at the bars and,
I was gonna say
prison cells.
he wanted to be Clint Eastwood.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah, I wanted to bust out seals and seagulls. There you go. Yep.
the rapture is an American Protestant thing. Right. Well, that's what the Bible numbers are. They're Protestants. They go off of King James. King James is Protestant. So, which it doesn't make any sense considering King James was so not uh, a Bible thumper. Um, it's just it gets weirder and weirder. It's like we should have studied that era more. King Henry, Elizabeth, King James, because King James, that was the Bible that was written for him. So, and I don't know why I know this stuff. I really don't. It just, yeah. Interpreting prophecies is a fool's errand, right? The red words are pretty clear, yep, and no prophecy overrules those, right? I got zero patience with this end times nonsense. Well, the red words are written by someone in the 1300s. So it wasn't really read by him unless he was channeling him. And I think they had a conversation once that the one person who could legitimately channel him was the guy who was cured of leprosy, I think. Um, Weirdly enough, that was like one of the book clubs we wanted to start with something like that. So I got that from some chat somewhere, probably IRC, knowing me. Um, but yeah, that the only person who could legitimately interpret or channel his words was a guy that he cured from leprosy. But it needs to be for seals and seagulls. Yes, I actually are seals. I know seagulls are. Um,
Do they go over there?
Seals. I don't know. Yeah, they did. Yes. Yes, Adam. They were Bible thumpers. They thumped the Catholics right out of there. Yeah. And that's the thing. It's like religion has been something we've been fighting for thousands
Mm-hmm.
of years.
Mm-hmm.
Christ just showed up in the last 2,000 years. It's like, oh, why do we keep having these same fights when they've been going on forever? Hello. Um, Trump will be like, we couldn't do anything with Alcatraz because California is filled with burning poo and garbage. Sad. Fine. Like I said, let us go. Let us, Oregon and Washington, secede, go into Canada. We have no problem with it. Even the freaks in Oregon and Washington right now, by now, are going, screw him.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Coming with you. Yeah.
My one uncle, we're probably going to Portland this year because I figure at this point my uncle would be even like, screw him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's bananas.
Especially now.
Hmm. So I don't even have to worry about bringing him up. I like seals. I also like crop. Yes, I do. So do I. This is what you get, Adam, when you start a country with zealots. Yeah, but they were minimized zealots. They were into that minimal vibe, you know? It's like
Yeah. Now the
I want
zealots. Now the zealots have social media accounts.
no, now the zealots have jets
Yeah, and satellite dishes and
and
compounds and
satellite dishes.
I don't know.
It's a satellite dish.
They have the power to, spread their message
See, we don't have real
globally.
conversations like this. We talk about cops. Even though last night I did watch the 4-hour documentary that the kid who climbed Everest last year, he's 19.
That's the one you're watching to my left.
Yes, he was
19. No
19.
crap.
And he said it practically ruined his world. Um, I watched the whole thing. It was 4.5 hours. That's where my brain went last night. Very happy about that.
Well, I said to you, I texted like, fluff,
Yeah,
knowing full well what your definition of fluff is.
yeah, him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he was also 19, so you didn't see any of the real bad stuff.
Yeah.
He there was a video later that he mentioned that there were only really two bad things, and one was carrying down um, a climber that had passed,
Mm.
and then carrying down a climber who was hurt.
Ooh, yeah.
That was a little graphic.
Yeah.
And he said otherwise, because I guess the climbing team he went up with is infamous for doing the very last climb. So he didn't have all the backups. The only thing he had was when they went through the Kumbu. Um, one ladder was completely gone, so he had to jump it.
19. Yeah.
Yeah, 19.
They think they're invincible,
That's what I was like.
unbreakable.
I wish I would have did something like that when I was 19 because yeah, we don't know that we could have
Yeah.
done. Now it's like, he even said we weren't driving my car, and I'm like, yes, we are because of the bumper damage. It's like, seriously, are we getting that paranoid because we're old? Hell no. I want to be my grandmother. Uh, I call the Archbishop of Canterbury Belando Henneken. Didn't
It's
get it.
supposed to be a Star Wars ism.
Oh, okay. Star Wars. How many times
Blando
do I have to
Henderson.
tell you?
Yeah, uh-huh.
I've only seen the third movie in the theater, and that's because I was on a date.
Billy D. Williams. I mean, come on.
That's the second movie. I've never seen the second movie.
Oh,
I know.
holy crap.
You keep forgetting.
All right, we're put that on our list.
I never went to college. I've never seen the second movie, even though it has Billy D. Williams in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And because, yeah, ooh, big crush when I was young.
All
Ooh,
right.
Billy D. Williams. Ooh,
Okay.
oh my God. Uh, Oregon struggles mightily with sea lions. They're a pest to the salmon population.
Um,
Right. And we put out floating piers for the seals on Pier 39.
yes, very cool. Although it
Yes.
smells, yeah, the smell.
Seals are not clean.
Hmm.
Proddy zealots and slave owning deists, Freemasons could possibly go wrong. Would possibly go wrong. Oh no, not the Freemasons. Not the Freemasons. Stop that channel. Hi again, this is Seb. I changed my account name. Ah,
So now
okay.
he's Alchemancer. Okay, cool.
Okay, cool.
Welcome back.
Hi.
Nice to see you
Yeah.
under your new alias.
Yep. Do y'all watch the Fall of Civilization channel on YouTube? No. Because it sounds depressing, and that's the last thing I need. It's bad enough I watch freaking cops and Everest freaking fetish videos.
For,
That's what I'm calling them at
for,
this
for
point.
light viewing.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
light viewing. The end of civilization or the fall of civilization. It's like I can handle the Roman Empire. Been watching that stuff since I Claudius, but don't need to see it happening again and again and again. uh, hey 19, that's Big Mount Everest. Hi,
Is
Dale.
that a
Thanks
is
for
that a
your
Steely Dan
tip.
ism or am I just imagining it?
Is that a what?
Steely Dan ism.
Whoa!
Yeah,
I keep calling the little Nazi Steve Miller.
I know. Poor Steve Miller. It's like, no, it's not me.
It's
It's Steven
Steven
Miller.
Miller.
Yeah, I'm the big old jet airliner guy.
Is he still alive? And he's got to be pissed
Yeah, I bet
to
he is.
see him being mega like Roger Waters, which makes me really
Ooh, yeah,
depressed.
I know.
I mean, we knew they'd never get back together, but after what's his name died and found out he's not even gonna probably tour. I actually saw one of his
Hmm.
tours. Um, Roger Waters Radio Chaos. It's awesome. But so much for that.
Oh,
The brother is going to see Bow Wow Wow tonight.
which brother?
The middle brother.
For real?
Yeah, he
Hmm.
showed me the ticket. He goes, "Do you remember them?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I remember them." People used to
You,
tell me I looked like Annabelle Llewellyn when I was that age because I was brown. I did
wow.
look like her. I was thin too. And he's like, "Oh." And so yeah, I don't even know if he's here. He just sent it to me, and I'm like,
All those bands are playing.
I don't blame him.
Yeah.
We all want to see these bands. We all want
Hmm.
to live in the past. If they want to make money off of us,
Oh yeah. Half of our friends are at Cruel World this weekend.
who's playing at Cruel
Oh
World?
God, who isn't?
Is that the goth thing?
No, it's a new wave thing.
It's
Although
new wave.
there are goth bands there.
Sure.
To LA?
And I couldn't because the walk
Yeah.
from wherever we be
Oh yeah,
to
I've been reading. It's
the
it's like
festival.
worse than Coachella in
Yeah,
terms
it's
of
the
how
walk.
of the distance you have to travel.
Yeah, no,
So,
I had mentioned it last year that I wanted to do it, and he's like, "Look at that walk." And could you picture if we would have bought tickets and had everything, my leg fucked up?
yeah.
Oh my God, I'd
Yeah.
be crying. Actually, we'd be spending money on freaking private cars, but
Hmm.
it'd be like it wasn't worth it. Yeah, who's playing there? I finally started chewing my fingers again, which is not why I pay for these ferociously expensive nails, so I won't chew on my
Okay, here
fingers.
you go.
What? New Order, Nick Cave, Go Go's, Devo, OMD, Death Cult, Garbage, Madness, Garbage.
Yeah.
Isn't someone dead in Garbage?
No.
Till Tuesday, She Wants Revenge, Alison Moyer. That's why somebody mentioned
Yeah.
Alison Moyer earlier
Yeah.
this
Liz
week.
Cox.
Chelsea Wolf,
Orange.
Maman, Maru.
They're from LA. They're new. Yeah.
Okay. Stereo MCs.
Hmm.
She passed away.
Yep. They're Turkish. They're
Okay.
Turkish goth. Yep.
Buzzcocks, Nation of Language.
Yep.
Who?
Don't know.
Okay. Planet Zymox, Provoker, Depresión Sonora.
That
Ooh,
might
that's Mexican
that
goth.
might be
Mexican. I'm calling it Mexican goth
yeah,
because that's basically where it came from. Hi, Midge Ur.
yeah,
I
from
did.
Ultravox.
No, I know who Midge Ur
No,
is.
he's doing well.
I think
He's actually in San Francisco tomorrow or Monday, I think. A lot of these guys are
see, this is where I find things out. Can we
yeah.
get tickets to it? Uh, Nate No Face,
Nano Face, I
Nano
think. Yeah.
Face. It says N8 No Face.
It's cleverly misspelled.
Is that our No Face? Does he have
No.
kittens?
So
Actors, Deceit, Slight Asylum, Wisteria, Social Order.
that's all today.
So I,
It's all on one day, but like three different
oh
stages.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I knew 3/4 of them. So 3/4 of them are old farts. So
So it's staggered, just enough where
is you know who down there playing for
who's who. Oh, someone we know?
the DJ's roommate.
I don't think so. I
Okay.
don't think we don't know anybody that's actually working it.
Okay. Well, because he does other bands too. Friend of ours.
Oh yeah, no. I know who you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they're going.
Okay. Friend of ours plays guitar for a lot of bands. He's like, if you need me, give me a call. So
Okay, back to the chat. What did we miss? Yeah, Fab
Steely
Daddy, great
Dan.
great
Okay.
bands. Yep.
Uh, it's so fascinating. It's mostly audio, and he has a great voice. I'll drop it just in case.
We
What was it?
to say hi to Dove, say hi to Scooter Mom,
I think I said hi to Doe.
Fab
Yes.
Daddy. Yeah, okay, and
Um,
a couple of new people.
where?
Uh, I can't
I can't
understand.
understand. Hello. Los Angeles says free Palestine. That's just morals. Who else? Dante Pilato? Hello. Steve Martin. Yes, we have Steve Martin. Steve the Pest is one of my favorites. Steve the Pest. Don't know. Um,
We'll figure it out.
Best part of the second movie was Lobot, the Cloud City official with the male pattern computer. Now I might have to watch it but how do I, this is the screwed up thing. I would like to see the original movie.
Yeah, you were talking about the guy with like the thing attached to his head. Is that who you mean? I don't know the name, but yeah.
Not the director's cut, not the normal cut, not the woke cut, not the mega cut. I want to see the original.
I'm Steve Martin. Is that the deal?
Okay. Um, Ancient history recipe YouTube channel leads to Colbelf landlord conflict homemade garum attracting pets. English, or actually English in a sentence. That's what I should just say. Not English, but English in a sentence.
All right, Kobilf, we're working on
I
understanding you.
talk
Yeah,
esoterically when I text.
yeah.
So I'm always having to explain myself, but God. Um, Civilization. Steely Dan.
Confirming, yes, we
Okay.
guessed right.
We should all go to the gathering of the what?
Juggalos, no.
What's that? That's actually
That's
an offensive word.
that's in ICP, yeah.
Okay.
Insane Clown Posse.
Oh,
Not
okay.
not our thing, but
No.
Mm-mm.
I go to Guar first.
Guar. Oh, we can't though, because Dave Rocky's gone. So
Oh God, I forgot.
Odorous Urungus. He
Uh,
passed. He passed a couple of years ago.
he was always playing at DNA.
Yeah,
Always. They
yeah.
always were because
Oh
if
yeah.
they didn't clean up well enough, something
Mm-hmm.
would stink
Um,
in 3
I saw him once, and I had to throw away all the clothing I wore to that show. Never wore it again.
They loved DNA.
Yep.
Trust me. That's why
Yep.
they're always freaking there.
Yep.
And everybody showed up.
Yep.
Okay, let's see. More subs for good vibes. Yes, go
Yes.
to at Groovy 507. Somebody throw the link down, please, to get them up to 50.
50, so they can stream on Prism.
Prism,
Yeah.
yes. Um. Oh, so yeah, I guess you're Steve Martin.
Really? I mean,
He wishes I have a crush on Steve Martin.
I got Dan Aykroyd like years ago,
Oh,
but
okay.
not
I
Steve
can see
Martin.
that. Uh, High Sierra Music Festival. Have you ever been? No, we actually have not been to music festivals together. The last one I ever even considered was the US Festival, but my mother wouldn't let me work it. The other
Okay.
two of the best friends went to go work it. My mother said no.
It was 40 years
I
ago.
know.
Okay.
That's the last festival I ever went to, or didn't. It was the last festival I was interested in.
Okay. Um,
Papa Cat is not Steve Martin.
I wanted to go to the one in Canada that our friend, our two friends are a part of, the one in Calgary.
Oh, I didn't.
Um,
Well, you didn't say anything. He doesn't say
because I
anything.
hadn't thought about it until recently.
When is it gonna? It's soon
It's
though.
in July, I think, or maybe August. I'll look it up.
Look it up.
Yeah, because we
Maybe we can.
Canada is possible.
Um, yeah, I have my passport,
Yes, we both do, thankfully.
and actually, Canada appreciates the First Nation more than they do here. So, and I got Canadian Native in me. My DNA, Inuit. This is the weird part. You can see the land bridge in my DNA.
What?
I think it
Okay, I know
literally
what you mean.
starts
Yeah,
with some was it Mongolian and then it hits Inuit because they're getting more and more like specific. So it's like 1%, 1%, 1%, 1%, 1%, and then Pueblo
yeah,
is the rest of it.
yeah.
So
Cookamancer is from Calgary. I forgot about that.
ah,
Yep.
okay.
I'm gonna look it up.
George Lucas won't let anyone see the originals. I'm not surprised. Uh, so George Lucas adding effects like commas in the new basics. Yes. You know what though is that BFF might have a DVD of it, and if not her, somebody else I know might have a DVD of it. So I know they hadn't gotten rid of their important DVDs, and that'd be one of them. Uh, let's see, Semi Clone Wars. Do you know what kind of Inuit? I lived in Western Alaska for a while. No, I this is just the last time I looked at it. Um,
Okay, it's not
oh,
difficult.
terminus modulation. You know, weirdly enough, that might be the same time
Oh, as
Portland.
when we were going, you might be. I think you're probably right because
When
it's
do we
last
could
of
take a
July.
train there?
So
Uh,
yeah,
hold on,
it's a Dickens.
hold on. Stop playing with it. God. Two, two bands out of a list of 30. I only know
Oh,
two bands, as opposed to the other one where I knew most, three-quarters of them. I now know 1/16 of them.
I know most of these.
Yeah, he does because we don't. The one time we tried to share music and we thought it would be really cool, we were almost fighting within 5 minutes. So, because people are like, "Oh, it must be great having your husband be a DJ," and I'm like, "No,
No,
no."
although I did go to Elton John since that happened. So
I had a major anxiety attack.
yep.
The goddaughter was here to go to Elton John, so he had to take her, and they both enjoyed themselves. She liked Elton John. He wanted nothing to do with it. It screwed him up. I love it, and that's probably his last tour too. Yeah, because I think after that was the Billy Joel tour. So technically his last
Oh, okay,
solo tour
okay,
was
yeah.
in. So because I'm a huge Elton John, of course. Um, do you know what kind of Inuit? Okay, no, I'll look it up. Watching Andor now, not terrible television. Andor, which one's Andor?
Oh, that's
Is that the new one?
it,
The new for is that the officially first one? Is that the chick Black Swan
Natalie Portman.
Natalie Portman? Yes. I still want a Palpatine one man show. What's this stuff?
It's he's a Star Wars. We're still talking Star Wars.
I actually read the book about 10 years before I saw the movie.
What book?
Star Wars. There's a book.
Oh, okay. The novelization.
No, the book. Look it up.
Okay.
I don't think it's meant to be like novelization.
Okay.
I think it came out the same time the movie because
Okay.
a friend of mine saw the movie and told me about it, and I was reading the book. So, make sure to visit the Glenmore Reservoir if you go to Calgary. It is right next to the Tutsina Native Reserve, and it is an awesome area. Ooh, what are you laughing about?
Read it.
Not liking Elton is akin to not liking Dolly or the Carpenters. Come on.
I just got a smackdown from Carrie Ann.
He can't help but like Dolly because of the uh, uh,
Bird Sanctuary.
bald eagle
Bald Eagle Sanctuary. And
sanctuary.
I'm from Dolly's neck of the woods.
Yeah, Tennessee.
Knoxville and Pigeon Forge are
He was
close together.
born in Brooklyn, which he always says he's a New Yorker, but
Yep.
no, he
Yep.
grew up
Yep.
in Tennessee. That 1 year in New York growing up, and that's it. So it's like, no, he's from Tennessee, and um, how did we say he didn't get the accent? His brother has the accent.
He got it. I never liked it. I heard my
He
friends talking like that.
he wanted to be a voiceover,
I
so
may have had that in the back of my brain even when I was little. So
yeah. The only problem was is he wound up suffering from stage fright, so
which doesn't help.
that took care of the voiceover. And I think it's sort of weird that he's married to someone who doesn't even think about it,
Uh-huh.
who keeps coming on every single day without
Yeah.
anything, half the time without notes. And I'm just like, what? But I've never made fun of him about it because it's legitimate. I've seen people and it's like, no. So, but yeah, that's why we both sound like we should be on, um
Newscast.
yeah, a YouTube newscast with since I have the speech therapy for 3 years, getting rid of the Cindy Brady list, 3 days a week, an hour a day or an hour a time in a public school before Prop 13, which anybody from California knows what that is. Um, and I wound up with the newscaster accent. But there are people from my neighborhood in Oakland that do sort of sound like me. It's something about the high pitch.
Hmm.
Remember, they were interviewing someone on the news, and I said that person's from where I live, and I turned
Yeah.
around, and it was someone who lived
Yeah.
down the street. Yeah, so there's something about the inflection somewhere. So it's a game show, this and or that.
Why do I even bother?
Cold, cold heart. Okay. Norm Mailer lived his whole life in Brooklyn and somehow had a vaguely Southern accent. I
Interesting.
think he
Yeah, no,
stole your
I
accent.
never would have acquired a Brooklyn accent.
Well, his mother has a slightly Southern Scottish accent.
Yeah.
Scottish is very thin because when I first met her, I couldn't understand Scottish to save my life. I can now understand the accent. Um, but it's got a twang to it, which is
Yeah.
hilarious. And when she's
Yeah.
tired, it
It's a
gets
hybrid.
worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, when she's tired, it really
Yeah.
comes out, and I'm like,
What is that?
she sounds like one of those high society Southern
And
women.
you come from a family of interesting accent combinations.
My bio dad didn't speak English till he was 10. So my bio dad had a severely heavy Spanish accent that I didn't know existed. My mother came from God knows where because she's got a newscaster's accent.
Your mom, yeah.
My stepdad who's my dad, is from Portland. So whiter than white. The oldest brother sounds like he's from Colorado. The middle brother sounds like he's from NASA. Um,
Yeah. What's the NASA accent?
think of the scientists
Yeah.
all looking at the.
Roger Capcom.
Yeah, he's got that accent. I'm trying to think. Those are the people he. Oh, and my aunt.
That's the one I was thinking of.
My
Is your aunt
aunt,
who was from
before she met my uncle, was a can dancer. She was English. She's from Ireland.
Irish. Ireland is not England.
Oh, okay. Then she's
Sorry.
her mother was
Uh,
Irish. I want to say she grew up in England. No, I meant Great Britain, not.
Okay.
Um, then she went to Paris to be a dancer, danced at the Moulin Rouge, not that way. Um, then toured with dancing companies to Spain, where she met my cousin's father. He was from Africa. He was from I want to say Nigeria. Can't remember. They had my cousin. Then my aunt brought my cousin with her. I guess they got divorced. And then she eventually made it to California with my cousin, who's got the accent of someone from New York.
I thought you said Puerto Rico.
No,
No?
no.
Okay.
To her husband was Puerto Rican.
Okay.
Yeah. So she's English and African. Her husband, who's passed, was Puerto Rican and African. My cousin, their son is Puerto Rican, African, white, uh, and what's Irish. It's all over the place. So yeah, no, my one who I call my cousin, his mom's got an accent like she's from New York, straight up, and she never lived there. My her husband had a femme accent. He came out after they were married for about 10 years.
Ah,
So,
that kind of thing.
yes. But her mother, her accent was hilarious. I had to translate because it was Cockney. Boy, and that's why I didn't understand why I couldn't understand Scottish because she sounded like she had a ton of bread in her mouth and then had some East Enders at the end of it. So I had a boyfriend once who was Ukrainian Jewish. His family came over here during the Soviet times, and I introduced him to my aunt, and I literally would translate one
In
to the
between.
other,
Yeah.
one to the other,
Mhm.
because they couldn't understand each other. So it's like, but that's also the Bay Area. There are 500 million different accents that don't necessarily. It's sort of like, was it the Japanese guy in Texas? That's pretty much what it is around here. So, and when I was younger, I used to be really facetious about it when people would meet me after talking to me on the phone, and I go, "Yeah, I'm not sorry."
Yeah, you don't look
Wish that other two of the triad, the BFFs, are the same way because one is Japanese American, Japanese
yeah,
white, and the other one's Filipino,
Filipino, right?
and we all sound like this, and
Yeah.
we all love to go, "Sorry, what?"
All right, Nebulous. We'll let that one in.
Uh, I take a Jamaican accent and pretend I'm related to Edward Sega. Sega. His name sounds familiar. Great. I'm having to sit here and what am I going to do when I'm back at the org?
Yeah, you're not, two phones isn't going to be enough.
Spell it like that, Bill. Ah,
Um, okay. All
oh,
right.
guy.
Got it.
When?
Yeah.
In the 80s? Wow. That must have been funny to listen to him talk then.
So Nebulous's didn't come through there. You're going to have to read it off of there.
I have a posh BBC accent. It costs 2,000,
Pounds.
you
Two
know,
pounds. 2,000 pounds. 2,000 pounds.
2,000 pounds and a lot of plums in my mouth. Hey ho, freaks a lot of people out down in public.
See, that one was held. I approved it, but it's not showing up for there.
I'm still not getting Fuzz's texts on my phone for
Yeah,
some reason.
that's even weirder. That's a separate issue. We'll
Fuzz
figure it out.
is doing. She got called into work.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, he got it
Yeah. Weird.
after 4 times restarting my phone and powering it off and getting rid of something else that might have interrupted with it. I'm getting everybody's but hers. Thatcher had elocution lessons, but you could always hear the Lincolnshire when she said the number five. I've actually heard people say that you could tell where she was from when she said certain things.
Say hi to Lupita.
Hi, Lupita. Um,
Oh, she's back.
just I Beetlejuice
We
your
were just talking about you.
in time today that I Beetlejuice somebody. I Beetlejuice the BFF too. Ew, it's getting
Or are
weird.
we trying to? No face, no face, no face, no face.
What? What?
Hmm? The woman of Beetlejuice, no
Yes, no
face.
face, no face, no
No face.
face,
Come in. Tell us about
no
your
face, no
kittens.
face.
Yeah.
But I didn't get to see the kittens.
Today?
Yeah,
No.
at the clothing swap because I have a feeling that the kittens, the cats, and when he acts like this, the husband, were all hiding in his office
Yeah, he wasn't there the
because
second time
all the
either.
cats were gone.
I know. Well, with that many people in the house?
They should be used to it.
I
So
guess.
he probably just said he had to work, got
Yeah.
them all, and put them in his office with him.
You MacGyvered something for work. Okay, that's a good
Yes.
way of putting it. Yeah,
Okay.
we've done that before.
Yeah, we've done that before, definitely. So,
This one is the hybrid sometimes of, what does I say? MacGyver and Martha Stewart.
yes. The things I can do with Velcro and Museum Buddy.
Yes, that's it.
Okay, how's this for everybody? Why is freaking stick 3M stick stuff? Peel, what is it? Stickers?
Post-its?
No.
No. Uh, sticky
Clipping
stuff.
sticky stuff.
Okay.
It's melting. When did it start doing that?
What?
It melted off the back of my phone.
Like rubber cement or the stuff, not the glue, but
It's with 3M. 3M's supposed to be like the sticky stuff, and it was brand new, so it wasn't my old sticky stuff. It's happened here. There's one that happens in the car. It's like, when did it all start melting?
come on, Adam, you're the one with all the answers.
It's like, what? It got to be too toxic to not have melt. It's like, I gotta try. I've got old ones. See if that'll work. But it's driving me crazy.
I don't, I don't understand molecular properties. I need someone to explain that to me.
Well, we haven't had molecular properties on this channel yet.
That's right.
Yeah.
Subjects we have not yet
Well,
broached. Maybe we're getting there.
for years, I was telling girls that I love them. How wrong I was. It's love, but you gotta see it. Like you mean it.
Love ya.
Love ya.
Love ya.
Love ya.
Love ya.
Actually, you should go get the cape so you can show it.
Where is it?
It's on the bed. You put it on the bed.
Oh, okay.
He brought it upstairs with
Okay.
him.
Today's acquisition. Oh my
Yes,
God.
today's acquisition.
Ooh.
I was there for 10 minutes, 5 minutes, bringing the bags in and telling them what it is, and having the Burning Man watch handed to me. Saw the cape, because they had put it on Papa Cat first, and then I was like, ooh, yes, 3M command stick. It shouldn't do that. Yeah, I know. See, and I love seeing you both on screen. Hi, Pam. Um, but I walked out with this. 5 minutes was also for a friend of mine to ask him about. I'm not going to put it on.
Okay.
Well, you can drape it over.
Yeah.
About cars, because he's someone who appreciates my car. So, asking him where I can go get the car fixed. So, see this? This is real leather. This thing weighs like 3 or 4 pounds. And it's a real cape because it has the strap to keep it covered. Um, and this is what a real goth clothing swap is like. And I have a feeling she made it.
You think? She never that looks hand.
It's crooked because she made
Yeah.
it for herself.
Yeah.
So, holy crap, woman!
Wow.
I gotta get her to make me things. But not working at Rat Club because I wasn't gonna wear anything that was long enough for the smell to get into. I've got a leather cape now that'll cover me up. I froze my ass on Thursday or Wednesday. Oh my god, it was amazing how cold I was.
You said hi, Don. Yes.
Uh, hooks. Marth Guyvered. When you bake a cake with a toothpick and
Ah, okay. Learned a new word today.
you've seen them do it on like all the shows where they put the toothpicks in and they grab the dental floss to
Oh,
make it
like
flat.
the cooking shows, like a top chef or not top chef.
No, the baking
The baking
show,
shows.
any of
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
the Italian guy used to make cakes,
Yeah.
Martha, when they do that to make it flat. I used to always wonder how they make cakes flat because I never could. And then you find out, when they finally start showing these things. So that's a mighty fine cake. Thank you. Yes, it's leather.
Yeah.
It is totally leather and it's got really cool things.
What is that?
I don't know. She said it wasn't to hook it with, so I'll
Okay.
ask her.
Okay. I know, a cape.
And I think she was sort of loving the fact that I fit it. So I haven't been able to fit anything she
Yeah.
has in centuries. So it's one of those. Ooh,
But yeah, it's the Goat Channel.
capes are not coats. Thank you, Lapita. Thank you, Nebulous. Oh, that is excellent, Wowza. How do you get invited to your clothing swaps? Not probably have got. Not that probably have a goth thing to swap. You have an over hyperactive friend who needs to be always doing something. Otherwise, she thinks that if she stops, she'll die
Like a shark.
like a shark. That and everybody keeps all the goth things they have because you don't want to take it to Goodwill. You don't want to take it to you don't even want to resell them if you don't have to. So most of the people keep things, and then enough people complain, then you have a clothing swap. Oh, trust me, that clothing swap was amazing. And I wasn't the last one there on top of it. And I had things that weren't because it was also for like kids for office, so they weren't all black, and everybody's like, she brought things that aren't all black. Ah. So Uh, I did not have Cape on my 2025 bingo card. Neither did I. Even though I do have another one downstairs, I have my pleather, patent pleather Red Riding Hood cape. I got that for something. I don't remember what it was. I had that cape forever, and I got it for something. What though? I can't remember because I didn't do Little Red Riding Hood unless I did Goth Red Riding Hood, but I don't know. So, ask away.
Question. Alchemaster has a question about Scientology.
IGTG water? What's
You
GTG?
gotta go.
How to
Too
go.
hot.
Water the garden. But first, I have a quick question about Scientology, if that's okay. Yes. Asking as someone who has never been in the church. Yes. Neither have I.
Most of us have not been either.
I've just been in cults.
Yes.
Um, an amazing piece like that has to go to someone who will love and appreciate it. Yes.
That's
And
that's
the
how it
thing,
works.
and she would only put it at a clothing swap because she made it. So it did have hours, and she made it for a reason. So, yeah, no, I mean, when she said a leather cape, I was expecting something a lot like lighter or cheaper, but it's like, no, it was for her. So it's like,
Yeah.
it's really nice. I just need to condition it now. Uh, so yeah, that's there, but like my minks, if I would have remembered, if I would have been in awake, there'd have been skirts. There would have been like sweaters. There would have been hoodies. I didn't get the hoodies together. There would have been minks. I would have taken at least one mink with me.
Yeah.
At least two or three of my coats because they don't fit me. Might even taken mom's shearling, fake shearling coats. I may never fit
Yeah.
really fit that one. Um, something just like this, Coldplay. Just
Mm. Just yeah.
recently, I found a channel called Scientology Answered that uses AI to explain Scientology with a seemingly neutral take.
Interesting.
There are channels like that, yes. That got me thinking, would Scientology be willing to use AI to further their own cause, or are they more strictly in how they operate? From what we've seen, because things are done in gold base, they probably are because the way they treat people, the people with the talent have left. There are a couple of people that were like when gold base started. This I know from watching people who were God, who is it? It's not Mike Headley. It's another one of those people. Watch Aftermath. Seriously, watch Aftermath and you can find out about a lot of these things. Um, so I wouldn't be surprised if they start using AI because people know about Scientology and they're paranoid as it is. They don't use their own people. They use actors to do things. But now if there's an AI way to do an actor, which there is, I'm sure they'll start using it.
Mhm.
So I wouldn't be surprised. I don't watch Scientology stuff because I don't want that on my on any of my names. I have so many like accounts. It's like I don't want them on any of them. I one of these days will start a real garbage account um that I can use. Let's see. There will be others, weren't there?
Of
Other what?
other clothing swaps?
Oh yeah, no, I already said I will get some together. We still have a storage area that we're gonna keep for Christmas and stuff, and I will start going through my clothes and just throwing them all in. I have two more clothes hampers that I never went took to Goodwill. Thank God he actually forgot. Those
Hmm.
were supposed to go to Goodwill.
Ah,
That I can go through now that I can fit that I never was
yeah.
going to fit before. I just want to know why I have so many satin tap pants. You know what tap pants are? They're the ones that cheerleaders wear over their undies. Yeah,
Okay.
I have satin and velvet tap pants, and I don't know why. What the hell was I doing? Ah, how much too big are the minks?
Carrie Ann's wants a piece of the action here, clearly.
Actually, how tall are you? How tall is Carrie Ann? Do you remember?
I don't think she's ever told us.
Because the mink tail one,
Ah,
the
okay.
one that I had threatened to give to Cricket, but it's gonna be a pain in the butt.
That care package is getting bigger as we speak.
I know. Um, I'll see. I also have another one, weirdly enough, I think is monkey. Gorilla? Wasn't it gorilla or something? It was one of the ones I first bought. They actually did make my the one I can probably eventually start talking to again, a good friend of mine who we broke up over her boyfriend Trump. She got furs from around the world when she was in the Navy. One of them is gorilla or monkey. So it's like, I wanted to put that one on the real reel, but they said they'd take it. I just haven't. I haven't. It's like, I don't know. I guess the one part of trying to make a profit out of something in my head goes, don't give anything to the real reel right now. It's all zero. Uh, think about their behavior that tells you everything you need to know. Right, Nebulous. I could see some free zone groups eventually having AI auditors. AOGP already has some way to hook up an emitter to a computer and do online auditing.
Hmm.
Auditing, yes. But as we're all learning, that AI isn't as perfect as it's supposed to be.
I'd like to see an AI model trained on, Hubbard stuff and have it just go, what the hell is this crap?
It's sort of like Grok.
Huh?
Sort of like Grok.
Yes, yes, yes. Where Grok admits,
Elon Antoinette has
yeah,
this AI on Twitter called Grok, and Grok has been telling people that he has been told to say this
right.
when it comes up to the racism and bigotry about South Africa, because
Yeah.
Elon Antoinette's thing is that there is a genocide going on in South Africa of Afrikaans. So, but Grok was saying, I was told to say this.
It's not true, but my creator has told me to tell you
And
this.
that's what he said too. It's
I know.
awesome. Uh, Let me see. Hubbard's
Yeah.
policymakers already serve as a kind of AI. Yes. COB's standard tech Wahhabism is basically a way to remove the human from delivery of Scientology. Yes, AI auditors would be an extreme iteration of that ethos, but you figure they're going to have to do it because they're not allowed to talk to you anymore when you come up. They have to put you in front of the video now, period. Not allowed to say a word about Scientology. So you figure eventually they'll have to have on their phone. Can you picture it on their phone? They're like, "Hi, since because even I've been saying, ask them about Scientology, ask them about Scientology. A couple of people have, and they haven't answered them. So, let's see, 5'5". I have to try the tail on. The tail on hits my shoes. I was going to make it into a blanket, but honestly, I don't need another blanket. And I got my minks from like Canada for like $300.
Yeah.
I think I paid $450 for the one, my favorite one, and it was like there are a lot of short women in Canada. It's like I think I bought three or four from them. The longest one was a mink tail, and that's the one that hit the top of my shoes. But all the other ones are right size. They're little round women. It's awesome, and they're heavy as hell. my joke to myself was, oh, we have global warming. That's why I have 10-pound minks. So once your details are in their system, they will chase you for years. And the reason I bought inexpensive minks is because I figured, because it is San Francisco, that if I ever got paint thrown on it, I would take it home, clean it up as much as I could, and then give it to a homeless
Yeah.
person. Because somebody came up with that idea a long time ago when PETA started throwing paint on minks. Somebody said they went home, they cleaned it up, and they gave it to a homeless person. So
Was that a reminder? That was just a reminder, wasn't it?
what? Am I missing something? Did I miss something?
Uh,
You'll tell me later.
oh, okay. All right. Yeah, we'll get to that.
What? I gotta stop doing that. There's no reason
And
for
I'm
me to
doing the
do
same thing. Like
Yeah.
this cushion is better, but it's still not ideal.
Okay, we'll look for something else. I'm
Yep.
looking for fur, want to buy a used size 8, 18 to 20, when time X. You're smaller than that, I think, sweetie. I'll try on mine. I'm sure at least one would fit you. Five more. Scientology has uploaded almost all of the tech to AI Ronbot.
Hmm.
Ooh, interesting.
Do you see Lupita's chiming in? Hey, I'm
I
5'4".
know.
Okay, everybody, give us your sizes and we'll
No, they're my
see what we can
minks.
do.
Even though I can't, I've only worn them. I don't think I've worn them once in the Bay Area.
Yeah.
I actually was wearing them to wear back east for the Christmas to New Year's. We used to go travel back east on the 25th to the 30th. And it's great for DC and New York. Problem is that New York's going back to the dogs, and DC's got that freak there. So thank you for the answer. We'll check out Aftermath. Co-built, I did not know about AOGP doing this. Interesting. Big giant head, that's a fascinating take. Well, if they ever make these AI audits public, I will make sure not to poison it with corrupt
Uh-huh.
coal. Um, I do belong to EFF. If you know what that means, our world is inhabited by hackers. So
Yep.
I just haven't bothered to get them involved.
This model you got here, be a shame if something were to happen to it.
Exactly. Uh, take care. You too. Have a good one, dear. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself here. Fuzz put the link down for you.
For
Scientology.
Scientology.
Scientology geek.
Yep.
The golden age of tech is also kind of AI. Yeah, it is.
Hmm.
Totally automated response for meter readings. Dawn's 5'5".
Okay.
LA. That makes less sense than mine. And I've got Canada minks, babe. They're heavy. So it's like, no, anybody maybe north of me? Not LA.
Wait a minute. That's heightist.
Yes, that's a climatist. So yes, I agree with Don. Thanks for hanging out. I would want my auditor to be smoking a cigarette in a room full of old books and cans. You know what lives in my brain, and I could probably do it on the second to third floor um, stairwell. I have always wanted a library.
Yeah.
Always wanted a library. For some reason, in one of the moves, I got rid of 700 books because I'm an idiot. Um, I don't know why. And I kept just my very, very, very favorite ones. So there's only maybe 50. But maybe I'll start doing it again because people are going to be selling their books again. And I love the smell of old books. I grew up in Oakland. All the libraries there are old. It's like, give me that look. Where you grew up was probably 20 years old if it's lucky.
Oh, my dad's study smelled exactly like that.
We did take a couple of his dad's books home when his dad
Yeah.
passed.
You saw the one at the old house. Did you? No, you never
No,
did. You never
no,
did.
no,
No, no.
because they had moved by
Right,
then.
right, right. That was God.
Yeah.
Completely forgetting what the houses were.
They can uncrack Bitcoin cyber currency algorithms with quantum computing nowadays. Nothing is definitely something.
No
Ooh.
cyber currency in this house
I still
or
haven't looked.
crypto.
I still haven't looked yet. I might have one
One
Dogecoin.
Dogecoin. Okay.
Yeah, because it's an Nikita. And when it came
Yeah.
out, I thought it was neat. I might have bought one. I still haven't looked. If it is, we can retire. Bet you I don't have one.
Or it's on a hard drive that you can't recover from.
Yeah. Now, knowing me, it'd be, if I did buy one, it'd be somewhere in Russia that I could get to.
Yeah.
Indeed, Dawn, the dream definitely includes a glass of wine with Trey Lots by the fireplace. Trey Lots? Who's Trey Lots? He's looking at me. Do you know who Trey Lots is?
Nope.
Okay. Ah,
Mm.
oh, he's a public. He's not a public. What are they called?
Mm.
There's a name for him. What's the name, guys?
What? Public auditor?
He's not. He's an independent Scientologist, so he doesn't. He's not one of Miss
Oh,
Congenial's
okay.
minions.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I
So
got it.
that would be interesting. What would a independent Scientologist say? He's got a YouTube channel. Maybe I should go look this up. Trey Lots Field Ministry Inc.
He says staff.
But no, no, I think it's called Independent Scientologists. So, and this guy is actually known. So, Trey Lots. Hmm. Yeah, nobody's ever really gone into the independent Scientologists because, Natalie, Aaron, and them, they don't mess with them because it's not a Davy Miscavige thing. Sorry, putting my leg up. So they really don't. Well, then it's free zoner. Ah, okay. Yeah. Okay, so he's a free zoner. They were actually talking about that earlier this week in Hawaii, and somebody said a name and they kept talking. So, yeah, they're actually pretty respectful about that and don't mess with them because it's not this Scientology, which everybody knows is not Elrond Scientology.
Hmm.
This is Davies and uh, Tommy's Scientology. So, it's still my old metronome from my high school band days. Do I still have my metronome? You come on. Yeah, mine would be from junior high school band day. No, sixth grade actually, I think.
Sorry, I got.
I need a
Yep,
nerd.
I
My independent Scientology group is called the.
know.
Are they all Italian? They eat really yummy food.
Yeah. Amatone meets the calzones.
Exactly.
To turf war.
Therefore, what a quandary, independent and Scientology. Oh my, go figure. Well, if they're going off of Elrond's, because remember he didn't believe in fundraising. So the weird, you can be weird and culty as long as you don't drink Kool-Aid. I don't, and hurt anybody. So I don't know about that. You join the hell out of that. So is that what I need to start a new channel called the Calzones? Calzone Ministries? But I'm not. I'm Portuguese. There's no Italian. That's being, rude. Ah. So you can do the rock slam prank too? What? Repeat that in my, oh, okay. Um,
I had one, but it never made it over here.
well, George is here.
Yeah.
So my metronome, my violin from junior high school. They had to buy me a violin. Oh, that was really fun to listen to my mom bitch about that one. I named him George because it's a reason I named the dwarf George.
No, no.
Gnome George was Liberace's brother, and he really did say, "I wish my brother George was him because he passed away before him." So I named my violin George because he was a violinist. So, Mama Cat, Ane, Calzone, A.
Yes, let's get the phonetic spelling correct. It's not. It's not Catone, or no, it is Catone. It is.
That's why they pronounced it.
Aaron says Catone,
Catone.
and Marilyn
So it's
says
Catone.
Catone, even though it's at one.
Mama Cat one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, so yeah, I'm Italian and don't know it. So oh my God, it's 1:20.
Wow. Bravo.
So we're done. I'm sort of awake. I know I'll crash the minute I turn this
We
off.
made lemons out of lemonade today, or no, vice versa.
We made capes out of clothes I couldn't hang out with.
Yes.
And I know I keep showing it, it's so funny, but it's like, oh my God, it's the last thing I'll ever see of Burning Man.
To watch with built-in playa dust.
Playa dust. And when I text her and say, do you know you still have Burning Man on your watch? She'll be like, oh, great. She's so polite. Ah. Liberace loved pianists most of all, but he loved his brother most of all. So might have loved. His brother could have played a piano, but his brother played the violin. If you look, there are videos of him and his brother playing. So, okay, we're done. We hit 1:20. It'll be us again tomorrow. The way my legs are acting, it'll be from here, which is good because I don't know if Elvis is allowed the building up there, and I'll have Papa Cat go look.
I'll do some research between now
Because
and
I
tomorrow.
was also thinking that if he can't be at the org, he could basically, not grab me, but bug me when I'm parked a block away. So it's like it has its moments. My leg is messed up and I can't go. Bummer. So don't count the bridges you cross. Okay. I did think about taking the stool and chaining it to a bike rack there. I'm not. But it was funny. I can find a steamroller. Anyway, okay, guys. We will see you guys tomorrow. I'm glad everybody was here today. Like, then sub, then become a member, then go buy food. I just read something about what to buy now for the period of time. Not toilet paper, everybody's got that. But it's like it went to a bunch of other things. But one of them was definitely like dry goods. We're not in Hawaii. No, but we might as well be. We can get spam. There's a Hawaiian barbecue right down the street. So you have to say pianist differently.
He
Long
almost got you to say it. It's like what did we say about the
yeah.
violinists? They all have pianist envy.
He played the piano.
Yeah.
And he played it pretty well from what I heard.
Yeah.
So okay guys. Guys.
Chaz.
She and Michael Jackson.